Good evening. I'm Dana Tyler. Dick Brennan is off tonight.
I'm Alice Gaynor. Welcome to the News at 9. Tonight, we're learning more about the shooter who opened fire on a congressional baseball practice in Virginia.
Republican members of Congress among the dozens of people forced to run for their lives this morning. 4 people were shot, including a congressman, congressional staffers, and a Capitol police officer. Police killed the gunman in a shootout. TV 1055's Jessica Layton with more.
The Republican members of Congress were getting ready for a charity baseball game against the Democrats when the piercing sound of gunfire shattered the peace of their morning practice in Alexandria, Virginia.
Today I experienced the carnage of actual gunshots being fired firsthand. It was horrific.
The next thing I heard was, "Run, he's got a gun."
Representatives recall the rapid succession of shots lasted several minutes.
Dozens, if not hundreds, of shots fired. It was scary.
Witnesses say around 7 a.m., the gunman, identified as 66-year-old James Hodgkinson, approached the fence near the third baseline, but never got onto the field. Congressman Steve Scalise, standing at second base, was the first to go down, then left a trail of blood as he dragged himself across the field. Some raced to a dugout for shelter, but Senator Jeff Flake ran to help his critically hurt colleague.
He was just laying on the field, been shot in the hip. So we applied pressure and tried to stop the bleeding.
Capitol police officers who were members of the Scalise security detail fired back at the gunman, who died from his injuries. 4 people, including the 51-year-old congressman, were shot. The attack shaking and yet unifying members of Capitol Hill.
We are not one caucus or the other in this House today, but we speak for each other in saying that we send our thoughts and prayers to our colleague, Steve Scalise.
We are united in our shock. We are united in our anguish. An attack on one of us is an attack on all of us.
What we have to remember is this, that the American people, are great people, and we have great values.
Certainly some emotional moments there today. Lawmakers are vowing they will still play that charity baseball game tomorrow night. Thousands will be there to cheer on the players and show support to the injured. It's also worth pointing out President Trump just made a surprise visit to the hospital tonight, where his friend and colleague, Congressman Steve Scalise, is recovering after surgery. Scalise is still in critical condition tonight.
Thank you, Jessica.